Yes. Sorry, I'm just making sure we're not having any technical difficulties. Are we good? Move your mic a little. Haley's muted.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
I had you muted. I'm so sorry. So your whole intro did not go through.
Are we surprised? Are we surprised?
Luckily though,
Like
they
it
didn't.
wouldn't it wouldn't be a Two B's podcast without one of us being muted for at least a couple of minutes.
True. True. I mean, there's either a technical difficulty. Well, there's always a technical
There's
difficulty.
always a technical difficulty. That's the expectation we have set for ourselves. You're welcome.
We're on episode 6 and still
Yeah,
we'll get there one
it
day.
is. Yeah, not today,
Hopefully
but maybe next week. Maybe next week.
hopefully by episode 20.
By episode 20 for sure.
Oh, let's hope.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, tonight is super fun. We are doing Disney Villains Edition.
Yes, I am so excited.
I have my emotional support underworld leader Hades here.
And I have my who? Okay, I got low again. Hold on.
Hold on. Thank God for Noe.
Wait, you can hear me? Should I increase it though? Okay, okay, give me a minute. Sorry, everybody.
Please hold. Do 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 do. We accidentally deleted our
We deleted
technical difficulty screen.
we deleted the whole setup. So,
It's fine.
oh, nope, still super low. Okay, hopefully this is better. Nope. But I still am I not? I sound okay? Is Haley louder than me?
In real life and on the mic.
Your mic is just better than mine, I guess.
And it's the cheapo $30 one off of Amazon. Is this better if I move it like out here?
Let me see.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
I think that's fine. I mean, wait, I got lower? Oh no, okay, I'm okay now. I'm okay now. Okay.
It's fine.
Oh, it's just cuz my voice changes, like the pitch keeps shifting, like
Mm.
I've always been that way. Oh, I guess that's better. Yeah, okay, okay, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
Okay,
We're
we're
back
back.
on
We're
it.
back.
Like we were saying tonight, Disney Villains Edition.
Yes. We are going to be ranking them
Mm-hmm.
and also talking about where they would be now.
Yes, like if they weren't in the Disney multiverse and just an average person here on Earth,
Yes.
what would they be doing?
Raising hell.
Always.
Okay. So should I get the tier list put up real quick and everything?
Yep.
Should we start on that?
Let's get our tiers up.
Okay, give me a second because I currently have it on the wrong thing because it was on Canva because I had to re-download everything.
Just, we struggle. You know that. We just a little struggles. Also, I'm holding a cat in case I make any weird postures. I have little tiny murder mittens digging into my thigh, making biscuits.
I'm gonna switch something real quick. I got to. 1 second. We're gonna move this. I did not just do that. Sorry. I'm. Okay. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Um.
Good.
Yes.
Mm, no. Okay, I can see it on stream. Like a little oblong, a little stretched out. Livia, who's your favorite villain? Hmm? Who's your favorite villain? I'll also be sipping from the villain mug tonight. Goddamn cat. So while Kat's figuring out her unmuting, we both made things today. And around 3 o'clock, she said, "So I've been working on the tier list." And while I was making another sad little slideshow in Google Slides, and I was like, "Oh, thank God." Because with my luck, I probably pulled fanfic photos.
Okay, I think this might have fixed it. Yes, we are good. Okay.
Okay,
All
we're
right.
back at it. We're
Back
back
at
at
it.
it again.
Okay. So, let's see. Starting off, it is the evil queen from Snow White.
Um, she's a good villain. My problem with the Evil Queen from Snow White is Snow White was like the first one, so animation wise, wasn't great.
No, but
Watching it today, not great.
I think for the it being the first one though, the animation was pretty good. Like honestly, I think they were still trying to. I think they were still feeling out how far they could go with a villain for a movie
Yeah,
based for a child. Like so, I don't think she's the best. I would personally probably put her at like a C
I'd agree with C tier.
because like she's not the worst of the worst, but she's definitely not in the top.
I think my biggest problem with the Evil Queen and just Snow White in general is so Snow White's supposed to be like 13 to 15.
I think she's 15.
I think she's 13.
Maybe she's 14.
She's really young, and that makes the whole rest of the dynamic of the movie really fucking weird.
I don't know. I wonder. I think in Disney, like, hold on. How old is Snow White? I'm gonna look it up really quick.
I will say I am excited to see Rachel Zegler play Snow
14.
White.
14.
Yeah.
So we were both kind of right.
Yeah.
I agree with
Not in
that,
a good
but
way. Not in a good way.
not in a good way. I am excited to see Rachel Zegler because I love Rachel Zegler, and
Yeah, we love her.
I've been a stan since she popped up on Twitter years ago.
That got me into her.
Oh, she's so good. And I think she looks like the perfect 14-year-old Snow White. Like, not probably going to be 14 in the movie, but you know what I mean.
Let's hope not.
No, I hope she's at least like, I don't know. It's a princess movie. She's still probably going to be like 16.
Thanks. Okay, 16 still isn't great. especially if you consider the premise of it. But it's better than 14.
14, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Sleeping Beauty story, but which is better, but it's still.
We'll get into that one another night.
Oh, yeah, this is not it. Oh, we should do that one night. That'd be cool. Talk about like
Yeah.
her real, like the like original origins. That would be interesting. Lots of trigger
I do agree that
warnings.
she would be definite trigger warning. We might need to, we'll talk about this before we make
Yeah,
it
yeah, we'll
official.
plan it out better.
I don't know if this is the platform for
No,
it.
no, no, no. We may have to make a YouTube video for it.
Yeah. But back to Evil Queen. She's an okay villain. I think her plan is a little like, you know, not super well thought out. As far as costume goes, given the era that Snow White was in, I think it's an okay costume, but it could be better.
I mean, granted, for the era that it's set in and for the region that it's set in,
Yeah.
it's not accurate, but it works. And I think
Yeah.
out of villains, though, it's not the worst dressed, but she's not the best dressed. It's like if you
She's
think
C
of an
tier.
yeah, if you think of an evil villain for like a bedtime story, you would kind of think she'd look like this if she's supposed
Yeah.
to be a queen.
I agree with that.
But okay, so let's say where would she be now?
Where would she be now? In a Target or a Macy's yelling at an underaged employee about something wildly out of their control. Or no, I take it back. She's in Sephora yelling at the employee that they don't sell Revlon there because she buys it there all the time when you absolutely do not. That's at Ulta. And she's like, "No, it's here. It's at Sephora." And they're like, "No, we don't sell Revlon. That's at Ulta."
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds.
I think
about
that's where she would be. In the
Probably.
Sephora.
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, she left you.
She left me, but
Okay. Should we move on to the next villain?
let's move on.
Okay. Next is Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Honestly, I put Gaston at a D tier. I don't think he was a great villain. Again, as far as evil plots goes, his was pretty basic, and the only way his evil plot would have worked was with the help of the entire town and just gaslighting them.
Yeah, I would agree. Gaston's definitely probably D tier for sure. And I mean, it's
On his own, he would never would have been able to storm that castle.
no, and it's just kind of gross that the whole reason he went after like the Beast and everything is because he didn't get Belle, and it's
Yeah.
just ugh,
He has D tier written all over him,
yeah.
and I already know where he would be now. He would be on 6th Street slipping things into women's drinks without them knowing.
Accurate, accurate.
Yeah.
Um,
D tier.
yeah, but then
Is there something under? Nope. D's bottom. Yep, that's where he's at.
yeah, I have to probably agree with that. Or like that awful guy that would like get drunk enough to like slither his way to fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Next, yeah. Next up would be Shan Yu. That's his
Yep.
name, right? Yeah, from Mulan.
I give him. I think
I
he's a good villain.
I would put him at a B because
I agree with B.
yeah, just for that movie and what kind of like period of like Chinese like history, like history it would be in. He was great. Like
Absolutely. I think my favorite scene is when he's holding the doll of the child and he like squeezes it. Villain.
oh yeah, he like as a kid like just gave me like
Hills.
exactly. And I think that like there was no what I like about him too is it wasn't some like he didn't come out with like some cliche motive. It was just war. Like it was straight war. Like and he just wanted to overthrow like the emperor and take over. And I think it was
I
like the
think that's
best.
yeah, I think it helps him move up into the tier category because he actually had a solid plan. He united all of these people, not necessarily for the greatest reasons, but he did unite them and was successful in continuing his plot.
Yeah, to at least infiltrate like
Yeah.
a region of China. Yeah, and but also the best part though is just on the rooftop when she has the fan, and that's still the best.
Fantastic.
Great, wonderful. Also, I liked his falcon, hawk, falcon,
Yeah.
the bird, whatever. um, Where would he be now?
What was that website that got banned from all of the platforms because it kind of started invoking all these riots against certain types of people?
Which one?
It started with a P, right? The Trump app.
The Trump app.
The one that got all blocked?
The only one that starts with a P that I'm over here. I'm like Pinterest.
No! No, and I keep wanting to say Patreon, but it's not Patreon. Oh, what is it?
Oh my gosh.
It got blocked from like Apple, Android, like even like the Google pages, you can't like go to it anymore. And that's how they like plan Jan 6. He'd be on that.
It starts with a P.
I think so. Doesn't it?
Um.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, please look that up. Also, I forgot
I'm
that we
looking
did
it up.
not tell. We didn't let everybody know that we were streaming, so I just texted her. I don't know if you texted. Did you text Lindsay?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, no, same. I just sent her a message. Also, speaking of which, I'm getting messages from the devil. Conveniently. I wonder if she's watching.
I would assume so. To be determined. I don't know what to call it in Google. But yeah, there was an app that all of these people were getting on and they were, making all these wild things. It was like a satire that the people I followed on TikTok would join this app and also make all these wild claims and see just what would happen. They'd just troll. But then it like
So
turned violent, and Apple was like, "Yeah, you can't have this app anymore." And then Google was like, "Oh yeah, definitely, you can't have this app anymore." And then all of like the website platforms were like, "Ooh, no."
what did you Google?
I googled ban Trump app, but all it was showing me was all of the platforms that banned him, but not necessarily the app itself that I'm thinking of.
This is really bothering me, and I really want to find out.
All right, we're back to googling.
Wild protest? Was it wild protest? No. Because that's all. That's all I found.
Parlor, yes, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was close with Patreon.
These Google skills are great.
They definitely much better than mine.
Oh yeah.
He does our sound and our Googles. Thank you, Noe. Yes, back to what I was saying. I think he would have been on Parlor and being currently investigated by the FBI for starting a coup.
Totally
A
agree.
successful coup.
Totally agree. Or he would be like the he would be like, if he wasn't going down that route, I feel like he may end up being like an influencer, but like more of like the Jake Paul route. Or the
You know what? I could totally see him being a Jake Paul.
or maybe a little Joe Rogan. Like what if in that spectrum, if he didn't end up being on Parlor?
I think he'd be more Jake than Logan.
Oh, abs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to what's his name? Radigan?
Yes.
Radigan from the Great Mouse Detective. Great, what is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I
Great Mouse Detective.
Great Mouse Detective. I don't think I've seen this movie. If I have seen this movie, I think the last time I saw it, I was probably like 4.
Same. I definitely have seen it, but I think I've only seen it like once or twice. I really don't remember the premise of it. I don't really remember him, except the fact that I did kind of think he was scary when I originally saw it.
Yeah, okay. I remember that. I remember that he was just really like, I don't know, like just creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's very like scummy. I guess that's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
D tier, just because we don't really.
We'll put him in D tier because he wasn't memorable. And where is he now? On a milk carton because we don't know who he is. But not like Fairlife. Like
Right,
Great Value.
right, yeah, yeah. Okay, Shere Khan from the Jungle Book.
Um, I would also put Shere Khan on D tier just because his plot wasn't great.
Well, I mean, okay. I guess I'm kind of seeing it from other versions of Jungle Book, kind of like clouding my opinion on him.
Are you talking about the 90s live action?
I don't know. I've watched a lot growing up, but my thing is, he just didn't like man encroach like coming into the jungle,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just trying to keep the jungle a jungle. So I don't know. I would put him at like at least a C
The
myself.
reason I would put him at D tier is that he didn't want man encroaching on the jungle. Totally fine. Get that. We suck. But all of the other animals were terrified of him. So did he not want them
True.
approaching because they were raining on his monopoly?
True. True. Okay.
So
D tier.
I think I think his ideals were a little muddied.
True. I thought they were more just scared of him just because he was, a tiger. But then again, Bagheera was scared of him, and
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I see exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think it was less about he didn't want the humans coming, in which case he could have made alliances with the other animals to prevent that, and more of he didn't want his power taken away.
boom, boom. Where would he be now?
Where would he be now? Like a middle school principal that everyone hates.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I
And he shouldn't have qualified for the position, but he had tenure somehow
sounds
and
like
just got it.
sounds like my store director.
There you go.
um,
Just your basic middle-aged man in a position he didn't deserve.
Absolutely. All right. Oop, we're not there yet. Jafar from Aladdin.
I would put Jafar honestly in like a B tier.
I was thinking that too because Jafar, like, he had a plan
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty, like, thought through and almost foolproof, but, Aladdin came through with his little genie and everything and kind of just spoiled
Genie
it.
came
But,
through, but yeah.
well, Genie came through, but you know exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, also, though, like, as a kid watching this movie, him turning into that giant cobra was
Did it
like,
awaken something inside of you?
no.
We watched two different movies then. The INTJ Slytherin is coming out tonight.
You just love a big basilisk, don't you?
I do. I really, really do.
No, I just thought it was like it just made him kind of like iconic.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
like he was just I don't know. It was B tier villain. Like it was
Definitely
just
B tier. I
also
think his outfit was great. He had a great sidekick.
I was gonna say his sidekick was great.
Mm-hmm.
Um
He was tan and beautiful, and I was into it.
Did you love it when he was a genie as well, or was it just the
Oh
big
yeah, oh
snake?
yeah, oh yeah. Especially with Slave Jasmine.
Okay. Where would he be now?
Probably on a yacht after he like he's like the CEO of like big oil company and destroying the earth and profiting off of the labor of others.
I could see that. That seems
Yeah,
fitting. Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know her name, but I know she's from Zootopia. Belle? What? Belle? What?
Oh my god. No, Bell
It's
Tower.
Bell Tower?
Bell Bellhauer?
Bellwether?
Bellwether.
Is that what
Is
it
it
was?
Bellwether?
I don't
I think
know.
I'll look it up.
Okay,
I'll look
please
it up.
do. Um,
Let's see if my Google skills are decent.
I hope looking up the Zootopia villain is very easy to find. Isn't it? Isn't it Bellwether?
Bellwether.
Okay, Mayor Bellwether, right?
Assistant Mayor
Oh,
Bellwether.
Assistant Mayor Bellwether. Where would you place her?
Um, I would say C tier. C to B and a half to C tier. We'll say C.
Okay, well, I'm trusting your judgment on that. I did not watch Zootopia all the way through. I have tried watching it again. Did not get all the way through it.
What?
I
It's so
don't
good.
really enjoy it that much.
Okay.
It's probably one of my like least favorite Disney movies. I just don't know why I can't get into it, but I just cannot finish it.
Yeah. What I will say she has going for her is that you had no idea she was the villain until the very, very end. And then her villain idea was she wanted to get rid of all like predators, carnivores. And so that the little guy could finally like be on top. And it's kind of like you want to side with her because she has like a good point, but that's not really the way you go about doing it.
I know.
Eradicating one to help the other is
mm,
not right.
Yeah, I know enough about the movie and her character to know that like her motive and everything and like what she was doing and stuff. But yeah, I just haven't watched it.
But you also kind of feel for her because one of the things she hated the most was her boss, who was like the alpha male lion, would always tell her how cute she is and ring her little bell. And as a woman, it's like, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, like I get that completely. I
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's, again, you like see what she's wanting to do, and a part of you is agrees with her, but like the sane, rational part of you is like, that's not how you go about doing it, though.
Right. Yeah.
So I put her in C tier.
Okay, I agree with that cuz I know enough about her that I probably wouldn't like place her myself like in a D tier spot. I probably would put her in a C. Um where would she be now?
Mom shaming on Facebook.
Hmm.
100% mom
Hmm.
shaming on Facebook.
Yeah, probably.
You formula feed your kids? Yeah, bitch. Fed babies are great.
Yeah. Um next up is Stromboli from Pinocchio? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pinocchio.
Um, I have not watched Pinocchio in such a long time. The one Pinocchio I watched the most often growing up was the live action one.
Okay.
So I really don't remember much about Stromboli.
Stromboli kidnaps children and then, like, enslaves them.
Yeah, there was a character in the live action that was the same.
Yeah. So, as far as plot goes, I don't think he really had one other than he wanted a cheap workforce.
Yeah.
So D tier.
Yeah.
He wasn't really a villain Well, I mean, he was definitely a villain, but as far as like evil plans go, he just wanted a cheap workforce.
Yeah, he just wanted to use child labor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would he be now?
FBI's most wanted list for child endangerment.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, may or may not have supplied Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Probably. Probably. Um, this, oh my god. Gantu?
Who?
Is that not Gantu? Is that not his name from Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, I think that is his name. He's the villain?
Yeah, it's either. I mean, on some lists I've seen them put Jumba on it, but others, or they'll put both of them. When I watched Lilo and Stitch, I never saw Jumba as a villain. By the
Yeah.
end of the movie, I saw him in his past. Yes, he was the mad scientist. But
Right.
if I had to pick one, yeah, I would say it was probably Gantu. That's his name.
I mean, based on who to pick from in that movie, yeah, I don't necessarily know he's the villain though.
I mean, I understand that he's trying to take Stitch back to secure him, but I mean, he did kind of throw Lilo around.
He did.
And so he's kind of a little.
I mean, Lilo was a bit feral though.
I mean, she was, but that doesn't.
We were all thinking it at some point.
Yeah, yeah. I'd put him at I'd put him at a C.
Yeah, I guess.
You'd want him at a D?
I don't really see him as a villain.
I guess that's true. He was doing his job. He was just a little too rough. But
I mean, I guess I could go for a whole nother category of.
But if you think about it, in the Lilo and Stitch series, he was still the villain.
True. Yeah, they
So-
did carry that over.
Yeah, so I think he always just hated Stitch. I think that was the real pull to it, is he hated experiments.
Yeah.
And he
I
felt
could totally
like they
see
needed
that.
to be disposed of, because he was going to get disposed of in the beginning. And then he got released, and he was like, oh, I need to get him so I can dispose of him.
All right. I guess I could see it as a C tier.
I think yeah, okay. Where would he be now?
Uvalde Police Department.
We're okay.
I said what I said.
Yes, moving on. Yokai from Big Hero 6.
I would put him at like a C tier.
I can't. Okay, I love Big Hero 6, but I cannot remember
Okay.
what his real motives were or anything like that. I think it was just like a technology thing, right?
Yeah, he wanted the nanotech for himself
Right. Okay.
and was willing to kill for it
Yeah.
instead of sending the nanotechnology to just go get the other nanotechnology.
Yeah. I still love I think that's a great movie. Honey Lemon
It's a
is still my
fantastic movie. I cried in the theater when I saw
Oh
it.
no, yeah, same. Honey Lemon is still like my favorite character.
100%.
I want that. If I could have a chemistry purse that just. But
I shouldn't have that.
I shouldn't, because I failed chemistry really bad. So.
Seamus from Harry Potter over here.
Hmm.
Just blowing everything up.
Yeah, I'd probably be right there with you. I'm probably right there with you. Where would he be now?
Elon Musk.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Scar from The Lion King.
A tier.
A tier,
A
absolutely.
tier.
I love Scar as a villain. He's just malicious. Like he's
Yes.
just mad because he got pushed aside, and he's like, I want everything if I can't have any of it.
I like that not only does he have a great plan, but he's just overall a great character. He has one of the greatest songs and like not only the villain songs, but of Disney songs in general.
Be prepared.
Yeah. He was
Absolutely.
constantly sassing
I was gonna
everyone.
say he's
Just
charismatic. Just
yeah.
yeah, like you wanted to see him every time he came on screen.
Oh, 100%. He was great.
Yes, fantastic. Where would
Also, they went with the Jafar color scheme, which gets me every time.
true, true, but then they kind of switched it up and gave it to Kovu in the second one.
I know.
Yeah, same.
We all got
I think
awakened by
everybody. I
Goku.
think everybody at that age range.
It's a weird thing to admit you got turned on by a lion cub, but
They should
here
not.
we are.
They should not. And they knew what they were doing that whole movie too.
They knew
Like
what they were
with
doing.
his little hair flips on it. Like it
Oh yeah.
was. They knew. They knew. Okay, where would he be now?
Where would Scar be now? Um, TikTok.
Absolutely,
TikTok. Like the evil Chris Clemens.
Chris Clemens.
Yeah. He was originally on YouTube
Hmm.
and he like goes out onto the street and like interviews people and asks them like sassy questions.
Oh, oh, I think I know exactly. Okay, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Hmm.
Yes, agreed. Um, okay, Chernobog.
Yes.
I don't remember Fantasia that much. Right, that's Fantasia.
So Chernobog, all I remember about Chernobog is he had the best score for his scene.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like the music that they played over it
yeah,
was fantastic.
yeah,
And he just emerges from this rock and
yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
But that's all I really remember.
D tier.
D tier because I'm not really sure he had a plan. I think he was just animated based off of that music.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Where would he be now?
Mm, YouTube, but not as a YouTuber, but as a YouTube that got made for music. What is that little thing Heather was showed me? Gamchi?
Oh, the Gotcha Life.
Gotcha life.
Yeah. Okay.
So gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. The bowler hat from
Bowler hat.
Yes.
Underrated movie and underrated character. I would
Absolutely.
put Bowler Hat at B tier.
That's what I think too. It's been a while since I watched Meet the Robinsons, but I remember like it's a great. Also,
It's fantastic.
Jonas Brothers over there singing Year 3000, so good.
So good.
So good.
I would put Bowler Hat at B tier because they had a great plan. Unfortunately, they got the worst person to like fulfill the plan.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're so amazing that you can put together this plan, why are you not getting A tier people to get this plan going out instead of, I'm sorry, Goob, but a D tier? Like, I love you, but you D tier, honey.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Poor Goob.
Poor Goob.
That's just kind of where life had him too. It's just in the D tier.
He is D tier. I will say though, I saw him at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, Goob! And I was the only one who knew who he was, and that person was so excited that I
Aw.
wanted to see them because
Aw.
everyone was calling out other people, and I was like, oh my god, it's Goob!
Oh yeah. That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Where would the
Because he's
bowler?
D tier.
Yeah. Where would the bowler hat be now?
Um, the bowler hat would be getting recycled by Wally because
Yeah.
their plan failed and they're just in the junk pile.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Wally would think it was a really cool item and wouldn't be able to dispose of all of them. Definitely had to keep one.
True. True. And then Sykes from Oliver and Company.
I would put him as like C tier.
I would too. As a kid, him and his dogs, like when they're on the bridge, and it's like the car just like slowly, like that whole like that whole
The
scene, like
Dobermans, right?
yes,
Yeah.
everything. Whenever Sykes or his dogs were there, as a kid, always like just freaked me out. Like he's a like that mobster. You know what I mean? Like he's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Big
He's
Ange would be into it.
oh she'd love him.
She would.
And
I would put him at C tier though because while he had a plan, it wasn't a great one.
no,
Um,
he just wanted money. Like I don't
yeah,
think there was he saw Molly
Penny.
Penny, and
Yeah.
I was like, and he's just kind of like, oh, perfect. Like
Yeah, I feel like a good villain would have researched their victim a little more and made a not so obvious kidnapping.
yeah, um,
It
it's
seemed
just
like something a mobster's henchman would have come up with, and the mobster would have been super mad about.
yeah. Also, what's her name? Georgette.
Hmm.
Love her.
An
Queen.
icon.
An
An
icon.
icon.
Icon. As her whole scene. And when she's coming down the stairs and her yes,
Yes.
yes, everything. And her little rollers.
Of course.
So
The
good.
eyelashes, too.
Everything. The eyeshadow. Everything. A queen. Where would Sykes be now?
Prison.
Absolutely.
Prison.
Absolutely. Clayton.
Clayton.
Probably. I'd say C. Maybe even D. He just wanted trophies.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, that was really it. Like, there was nothing more to him. He just wanted to hunt.
Yeah. So, yeah, as far as villains go, his toxic masculinity definitely got in the way of
Absolutely.
fulfilling his plot. Like, if you wanted to hunt things and sell, and not that I'm saying that this is a good plan or that you should do this, but if you wanted to do those things, you absolutely could do that. There's poachers all the time who get away with it every day. He was just too much into wanting to be the alpha that he could not get his plan together and succeed.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree with that. Um, C or D?
I would say C because he did have a plan.
He did. Yeah, I'd say C probably because he's not the worst of the worst.
Yeah, he had a plan and it was mildly successful. He got a lot of animals caged and onto ships. Yeah, he just got too caught up in wanting to take out Tarzan to continue his plot.
To get to the gorillas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would he be now?
Where would he be now? Running a Jimmy John's.
I was gonna say hopefully eaten by a lion, but
Well, the owner of Jimmy John's posed with the elephant tail.
no, I remember that. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
hopefully Clayton would have been eaten by.
Maybe he got squished by a lion. Water for elephant style.
Oh, that movie was not.
That,
That was a heavy movie.
that movie was shit.
I mean,
I
let's.
I don't like reading books, but I did read that book and
See,
I love that book.
I didn't read the book, but the movie. I saw the movie.
We saw it
Once. I never.
together.
Oh, we did. We
We
did. That's
saw it
right.
together.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
made
We
y'all go
did.
see it.
Yeah.
We'll get into Water for Elephants another day because why did they cast Reese Witherspoon to play a 21-year-old woman?
Yeah. I mean, granted, she
I
at
love
that
you,
time
Reese.
she doesn't like at that time she was not aging, but yeah. Also,
It has so much potential.
was that Robert Pattinson in that one?
Robert Pattinson
That's
and
right.
Christoph Waltz, who I think is just one of the greatest villains of all time. It plays a great villain, and they wasted his character. But we can go into that another day.
Um, Captain Hook from Peter Pan.
D-level villain.
Oh, for
I'm sorry, but he had the plot of a 6-year-old. He couldn't plot his way out of a paper bag.
it's probably true. He just wasn't good at
No.
getting anything thought
He's
out
a
well
D-level
enough.
villain, and I said what he said. He's a in general, like if you just pretend that Peter Pan is not a weirdly racist movie, he's an okay character, but yeah, as far as a villain goes, I would rank him kind of like Goob. He's
A
too simple.
bumbling fool.
Yeah, he's too simple
Yeah, I could.
to
I could.
carry out any plan.
Yeah. Where would he be now?
Um, he would be in any situation where someone replies, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
Yeah. Yeah. Um, King James from Robin Hood. What's his name? King what?
It's not King. It's not King James.
It's King
It's
something. King.
yeah, King Richard.
Is that King
No,
Richard? It's gonna
I'm gonna
bother
look it
me.
up.
Yeah, please
I'm gonna
do,
look it up.
because it's. I saw the name earlier, and it's. I literally have the list of Disney villains pulled up in a tab, and I keep forgetting that I have it there, and I could have just scrolled to look.
Prince John.
Prince John. There we go.
Yes.
I've never watched Robin Hood, so
I haven't watched it in a very, very long time, at least like 15 years. Um, I don't remember him being a great villain. He was easily outsmarted. He was a thumbsucker, which I mean, nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to be a villain, that kind of takes away from how people perceive you.
yeah,
And the whole like premise of just stealing people's money just because you can is gross.
yes, agreed.
So I would put him D tier.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just because I've never seen the movie. Where would he be now?
Where would he be now? CEO of Goodwill,
Hmm. Yeah.
using disabled people to pay less than minimum wage and profiting off of things that he does not actually make or produce. It's given to him, so it's 100% profit.
Yeah. See, I was gonna kind of be like, or Salvation Army. Same thing.
It could go either way.
It could go
One and
either
the
way.
same.
Yeah,
One and the
exactly.
same.
Absolutely. Either way. Still regret having to be a little bell ringer for my. Listen, it was the only way I could graduate high school was community service, and that was one of the only things that I could get in easy.
I would have rang the bell, but I would have told people, "Don't put money in my bucket." And here's
I
why.
mean, I have resting bitch
I'll
face
ring
like a
this bell,
motherfucker, so
but I'm covering up this hole.
yeah, I had resting bitch
Ring the
face
bell
like
in
a.
one hand and covering with the other.
Also, it was at the Slaughter Walmart
I was
in
about to
South
say, please tell
Austin.
me it wasn't outside Hobby Lobby.
No, no, it was at the Slaughter Walmart. So
I'm surprised you didn't get robbed.
I would have been like, "You can have the bucket."
Just take it.
I would have
Just
been like,
take it.
"You don't even got to pull pull the gun out or nothing. Just take it. I won't
Just
need.
take it.
I saw nothing. I was on one door. Caitlin was on the other.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so both of the two people with like the worst resting bitch face in the cold.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, we did not get a lot of money.
I bet not.
Yeah. Hans from Frozen.
I would put him as a B tier villain.
I think he's a good B tier. Like, I would put him there too, just because just his twist. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that was when I watched Frozen for the first time. That was we saw that together too, didn't we?
We did not.
Not the first time. I thought we did. We went to the. I swear you went with me and Jamie and the girls at the Dollar Theater.
I had already seen it at that point.
No, that's what I'm saying though. You didn't see it for the
Yeah,
first time.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw.
I
did
saw
see
it.
with y'all.
I saw it for the first time with you.
I saw it with the girls multiple times.
Same.
Yeah. Lindsay and I took him another time too. I
Oh,
think
God.
Hans has one of the greatest lines of all time. Oh, Anna, if only there was someone who loved you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Fantastic villain. He had a plan.
Oh yeah.
He was like, I'm ninth in line. Mm-mm. We need to speed this up. And then he saw Elsa was like, had these weird magic powers, and he was like, okay, gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. Let's go. Pump it real hard.
Yeah.
Then Anna was like, I'm gonna go save my sister. And he's like, oh great, she's gonna go freeze to death. This is my plan is just working so good.
Yep.
10 out of 10. Well,
I
7
mean,
out of 10 villain.
she did freeze to death.
She did. If only there was someone who loved her.
Ugh, still such a great line. Where would he be now?
Where would he be now? He would be a narcissistic abuser in a relationship with this girl that he met off of Bumble.
Yeah.
And gaslighting her every day.
Oops. Yeah, I was gonna say, or what's that show? I was gonna say, or he'd be on like a TLC show.
He'd be the next Bachelor.
Oh, absolutely.
He'd be the next Bachelor.
Absolutely.
Or on 90 Day Fiancé.
Absolutely.
It could go either way.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland.
Honestly, a D tier villain for me. She really had no plot, like as far as villains go, other than she was the queen and everything went her way, or off with your head.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that she was the queen. I mean, I do love the flamingos.
I do love
Like
that
that
too,
old-
and I love them trying to paint the roses red because they were the wrong color and they knew they were about to like die.
I'd put her at a C just because of the comedic side of her, where she's just not the brightest, but she was just given all this
Not.
power, and she's like, let's just make shit happen for me.
We'll put her at the C, but you said it yourself. She was given the power. She could not get the power on her own.
No.
And I think that's a key part of being a villain.
Yes. Where would she be now?
Where would she be now? Just kind of... No, I take it back. She would work for a family company and just get promoted because she was the boss's daughter, but has no idea what she's doing.
Absolutely.
And off with your head would be, you're fired.
Absolutely. Now it is time for the queen of all the villains, Maleficent. The baddest.
Here.
Absolutely.
The mistress of evil.
She's just I mean, hello. I mean, hello. I have to all the time. I mean, I look everything tonight is for the queen.
Or the queen herself. Anyone who's willing to unalive a baby because she didn't get invited to a party, petty
Absolutely.
queen.
Absolutely. Those are just kind of some. Those are some like little Leo vibes.
100% Leo
Yeah,
vibes.
absolutely.
She is my Leo INTJ queen.
Absolutely.
Secluded in her tower. Well, well, well.
It's great. Great.
I also think she has one of the greatest outfits of all the Disney villains.
Absolutely. I mean, her cloak that like cut into the flames and like the colors just coming through is so good.
The makeup, the
Nice.
red nails, even in the animated version.
Oh yeah, she was ready. She was. Oh, she was. She knew exactly what she was doing.
She did.
Absolutely. Where would she be now?
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Because that seems like the type of group who would get mad that they weren't invited to a party and would unalive a child because of it.
Yeah, the Kardashians.
Don't put her in that.
I mean, no, but I'm saying
False!
no. I mean, obviously. Sorry, I have to
No,
shift,
no,
but
no.
I mean, they wish
No.
they could be her. They wish.
They wish.
They
They
wish.
will not.
Chloe thinks she's her, but
I don't want to
Bitch,
even
where?
get into Chloe right now.
oh my god, I don't want to get into any of them.
I'm still recovering
from
whatever
the
this
from the
was.
Death Eater hands.
Whatever this was.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of, did you see Courtney on TikTok where she was like, "I created a phenomenon of shaking a salad," and I was like, "Bitch, everybody's been shaking a salad in the container for like forever, ever since to-go containers were created."
I have been doing it ever since Jamie shook mine in Steak and Shake one time.
See,
And I was like,
Jamie showed me for the first time when I was at Jack in the Box in like 6th grade. One of the little side salads, and she shook
Yeah.
it. I was like,
blew my mind.
"Oh my god!" I was like, "Wow, a genius."
Yeah.
And
Too bad she went to bed. We're talking good about you tonight, Jamie.
for now. Yeah, no. I have to find that TikTok and send it to you. I was so mad. I was like,
Send it to me.
I'll have to find it.
Send it to
made
me. I'm a hate watcher.
Oh, it made me so mad. Cruella DeVille.
Cruella DeVille, I would put her at a C level villain.
See?
C. I mean, she had a plot. However, if you really think about her plot, she wanted all these Dalmatians to make fur coats.
Yes.
You can do a Dalmatian print without having to skin a Dalmatian. Dalmatian fur, they're not fluffy. It's not going to be the coat you're thinking it's going to be. It's not going to work out. In fact, I don't even think it could go through the furrying process.
True.
So, terrible plan. And puppies? Do you know how many puppies you're going to have to make one coat? You should at least go for the adult dogs.
Yeah, but I think maybe she was thinking the puppies for the softness.
Maybe, but I mean, again, Dalmatians, they're not a soft dog.
No, but I mean, puppy fur is always a little soft.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe just because I know how like the fur process goes, it wasn't going to work, and someone in the fashion industry should be able to make that decision themselves. Shit plan.
Yeah. Where would she be now?
Where would she be now? She she would be walking out of a Ritz Carlton and someone from PETA throws paint on her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Also, probably really likes Estee Lauder makeup. I just get that vibe.
I could see that. Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
A tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
A tier. Fantastic villain.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
I think she has a great plan. I do hope when they do the live action, I kind of want to know like what the beef between her and Trident is, like why she got banished there.
I know there's like a book that they've written.
I already established I don't like to read.
I know, but apparently they kind of cover it in there.
Yeah.
But I would like to see them explore it more. And
yeah, because there's got to be something, because it was too specific.
Yeah, absolutely.
As soon as she found out who Ariel was, she was like, okay, my plan is finally in motion.
Yeah. Where would she be now?
The best judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. Yeah. Michelle Visage?
There you go.
Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I would put him at like an A or B just because how traumatizing he was as a kid.
I would put him at A, honestly.
Yeah, like he was a monster. Like
100%.
100%. Like the
Hey. No.
The
I did not touch her. I put my hand over her paw and she's screaming.
It's cuz she knows that there's it's being recorded, and she's like, you know what? Okay.
She heard that PETA was involved.
Yeah, she's like, okay, bitch, I got you.
But no, I love Frollo. I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they decided that was a movie that needed to be a Disney Kids movie.
I don't know, but you know what? I don't.
The themes of it are
extremely dark, and honestly,
they're not super kid friendly.
No, and honestly, no kid would realize what the theme of those movies are until you're older and you learn more about like history and what really happened.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Yeah.
I
but also
definitely did not get that as a kid, but
right.
I loved that movie.
I absolutely. Also gave one of the best characters in Disney history, Esmeralda.
Yep, I had an Esmeralda doll.
Oh my god, a queen. I used to draw her all the time.
Yeah, she was stunning. I also love Quasimodo.
Oh, absolutely. I love the gargoyles.
Not a big fan of Phoebus. Love the gargoyles.
No, he could go. Gargoyles, great. Quasimodo, great. Also, the songs in that movie. Oh,
they did not have to go that hard, but
no,
they did.
Absolutely. Like, I'm probably going to end up watching Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like,
Hellfire, I think, is one of the greatest Disney songs.
Oh my god, I think I might watch it.
Wait, is it a Disney song, or did they just take it straight from Broadway? Which came first?
Oh, I don't know.
I kind of feel like they pinched it from Broadway, which would make sense of why it was so incredible.
Probably. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up having to watch The Hunchback this weekend. Or something.
Watch it.
Because it's so good.
That being said, Kat's not really on Facebook, but I am because I like memes. There is a Hunchback of Notre Dame meme posting group, and they do every so often Quasi-Milko, where he gets milk extracted from a certain area. And it's incredibly weird. Kat says it all, but I look forward to it every time it comes up.
Please don't share that with me.
The group is also divided on Daddy Frollo or Horrible Monster. But there's a lot of people attracted to him.
I've seen a few people that are attracted to him on Twitter, and I'm like,
yeah.
We watched the same
I
movie, right?
personally don't get it, but
I'm like, we watched him throw a woman and child down the stairs, right? I'm like,
hmm hmm
it's,
I was too busy looking at Jafar to notice Frollo. Wasn't on my list,
see, I was too
but
busy.
I don't shame.
I was too busy picturing myself as Esmeralda in all those outfits. I'm sorry, but that teal,
Oh,
that
as
aqua, as
Esmeralda,
yeah,
not
no,
with.
no,
Okay,
as.
okay,
I'm sorry, but
I'm with you now.
the purple skirt with the aqua, like, so
Perfect.
good, so good. And then the red outfit in the beginning.
Yes.
Oh, I might have to watch The Hunchback. I'll probably watch it tonight.
Watch it tonight.
I'll watch part of it.
Watch it tonight, and I'll find you a Quasimodo meme and
Oh
send
my
it to
god.
you.
Okay, fine.
But
Um,
yes, B. What do we say? A tier. A tier villain.
yes. Where would he be now? Hopefully in prison
Um, instead of
or
the
roasted like a
Catholic
marshmallow
Church,
in the movie.
he he would be with Hillsborough Baptist.
Yeah. See, I would rather see him be roasted like a marshmallow.
Oh, 100
Um,
percent. Unfortunately, I think he's still like going strong.
true. True. Um, let's see. Hades from Hercules. A automatically. A.
My
Um,
man, my man,
you know
the
what?
only one on Olympus doing their job.
True. I would even be okay with putting him up at S. He is like
I wouldn't put him at us.
I think he's one of the better, like one of the best, like written villains for sure.
100%.
Like so good. Also, his little henchman, great.
They're great, but the reason I wouldn't put him at S is because his henchmen hold him back.
Yeah. Also, but also he does have a little bit of a conscience in there. You can tell at certain points. At least with Maleficent, she's like, no,
None.
fall off the
None.
cliff.
We won't get into that.
We won't get into that
Not
because
tonight.
Haley
Not
feels
tonight.
very strongly about the live action Maleficent.
But I do love Hades. That's who my eye look is after. My man. Got him right here. My emotional support Hades.
Does he flip or is he just red?
No, so this is a wishable, and this was the special edition wishable where he's angry.
Okay, I don't know what a wishable is, but okay.
They're like Disney mystery ones. They do like
Mm,
different movies. But yeah, I love Hades. I think he had a great plan, and if he had capable henchmen, his plan would have like succeeded. But I think it comes down to if you want something done right, you need to do it yourself, and that was clearly the case.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, meanwhile, in actual mythology, it's not like Zeus was doing everything himself. Well, he's doing everyone himself, but
Doing everyone. Again, Hades the only one doing his job.
true.
I
Um,
also think Hades, despite having the most horrible henchmen, he put up with the most shit and got the most done.
yes.
Like, he was this close to succeeding, and I think he got further than most Disney villains.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Where would he be now?
Doing the same thing as he's always been doing.
His job.
Underworld. Yeah,
Absolutely.
his job.
His job.
Before we do the next one, though, I do want to segue. I really hope that they do a live action Hercules. And I hope Danny DeVito plays all the parts.
Okay, moving on.
He would make a great Hades. He would make a great everyone.
Not Meg. Do not do.
Yes, yes, yes. We have seen from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He can play a great woman. Peaches from Charlie Rules the World. 10 out of 10. That's our
can't-
Meg.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely
Danny
not.
DeVito, if you ever see this, please make my dreams come true.
Moving on, Madam Mim.
Haven't seen Sword in the Stone in probably not yet. Not yet.
I've never seen
15
that.
What?
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it in probably 15 to 20 years. I remember her ultimate goal was just to stop Archimedes and what was his name? Arthur, I think. And she like turned into a bunch of characters to try to stop them, but wasn't very successful because it
Who's
was pretty
Archimedes?
predictable. The owl, right?
Oh, the owl. Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
D
He was
tier.
a wizard. Yeah, D tier, 100%.
Okay. Where would she be now?
Um, Also on TikTok, but like witchy TikTok, but not like the witchy TikTok that you listen
But
to learn anything.
yeah, I was gonna say the source that you can't really trust.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
She's just there.
Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
A tier.
I'd put her in A. I absolutely love Yzma. She's hilarious, and I mean, even though she does have a compassionate side to her, she's great. Just absolutely wonderful. And
Um, I just want to throw out one of my favorite characters of all time and my favorite show of all time is Arrested Development. Yzma is Lucille Bluth.
I can see that.
She 100%. She's Lucille Bluth. And in fact, people recently did Emperor's New Groove posting and Arrested Development Bluth posting, and it was like when the peasant is complaining that they're starving and have no food, she's like, "It's one banana, peasant. What could it cost? $10?" Great villain. I think I really like her relationship between her and Kronk,
Yeah, I do too.
but I think that holds her back from being a great villain because she cares about Kronk too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Where would she be now?
Um, Kellyanne Conway.
Oh. Oh, okay.
They kind of also look the same.
A little bit. Okay. Um, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella.
Um, I would put her as like a C tier.
A B?
I mean, she had, huh?
You said B?
B or C. She had a good, C. She doesn't deserve to be up there with Hans. Wasn't that good of a
True.
plot.
True.
She had a good plan, marry wealthy, and then he passed, and she inherited everything, and basically made Cinderella the slave of the house.
Passed.
Exactly. Exactly.
We know she was putting something in the tea.
Oh, what? Probably.
Hmm?
Oh, you know what? Based on that fact alone, we should move her up to B tier. Anyways, but her whole plot of not letting Cinderella go to the ball and then like trying to pass off her huge-footed daughters as Cinderella, terrible.
Yeah, one of my favorite like portrayals of the evil stepmother is Angelica Houston in Ever After.
Yes,
Oh, so good.
I agree with that.
That's like great. No, but I think I think she belongs in C. Like, she had a plan,
She
but
did.
I mean,
It wasn't great.
yeah, it wasn't great.
I mean, it was great for a while, but Cinderella was eventually going to grow up. That plan wasn't going to last forever.
Yeah, exactly. Where would she be now?
Um, Dance moms.
Ooh, yeah, yeah,
But not JoJo Siwa's mom, the other ones.
yeah. Abby
Or
Lee.
the lady in the scooter teaching dance moms.
Abby Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Governor Ratcliffe. I'd probably.
B tier.
Yeah, I'd say he's low for sure.
He
Um,
didn't have a plan.
No.
He just gaslit a bunch of people into saying that the Native American Indians were evil and they must be destroyed.
And they weren't
But
sharing their gold.
yeah, and there was no gold.
No, it was corn.
Yeah, so D tier already that you can't distinguish between corn and gold.
Although his pug was one of the
Percy,
love Percy, great
we
character.
do love Percy, and
I
he did
love him in
befriend
his
Miko.
love love him in his little tub
Oh
with his little
yeah,
cherries.
and Miko steals them
Oh my
all.
god, I love
I love
Miko. I
Miko.
used to have a Miko that was like this tall. That was like a stuffed animal. Loved it. Loved it.
So cute. But yeah, him on his own, terrible villain. Definitely
Yeah,
a villain, but not one with like a great plan that was.
thought
Well, I
through
guess it
well.
did succeed historically. Cringe, but
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking, I mean, also, if we're talking historically, then that movie is awful.
yeah,
Which,
one
I
hundred
mean, it
percent.
is. It absolutely is. But,
It's disgusting, and I've seen recently that the original tribe that Pocahontas was from, and I don't think that was that her actual name?
Pocahontas?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I didn't think so.
No,
Anyways, they have
I think it was a different, I think she had a different name, if I remember
yeah.
right.
I'm on native TikTok. I like watching native TikTok. I learn a
I
lot of
am,
things that I never would have known about otherwise because they're always silenced.
yeah, I mean,
And
I'm on native TikTok too, just because I think it's really interesting. And I mean, I have like not to sound like that kind of bitch, but like on my
we'll go
mom,
ahead and preface this with Cat isn't white. So go ahead,
no,
Cat.
no, on my mom's side, I'm like there's I well on both of my
No,
parents' side,
okay,
there's
you're
Native
mixed.
American side, yeah, but like I like being on native TikTok just to learn stuff about like
Yeah.
a culture I barely know because the last time I learned anything about like my ancestry or anything like that was when we lived in Oklahoma City, and when you like have a certain percentage um, in your like bloodline or whatever, then you have to take this like special class that they only give to students who have like a certain amount of Native American blood. Um, and
Why would they
so
make everyone take it?
I think it's to keep it because they teach you about like the culture and everything of like the
Yeah.
tribes that you're from and stuff like that. And I think it's just to kind of keep it. I don't want to say pure, but you know what I mean by it, like
Yeah.
saying that. Like they want to keep it with the people who are descended from those tribes. But I don't remember everything they taught me, and
Hmm. All I know is that there's, I think, an ongoing legal battle with Disney because they do not want Disney to continue to use Pocahontas for obvious reasons, and I support them in that.
I do support them in that.
Yeah, it's not a good portrayal.
No, and it's awful to say because like Pocahontas is probably
Of the movie.
it's probably one of my favorites, but it's because it was my
Yeah.
favorite as a kid. But of course, as a
Yeah.
kid, you don't know, like, not being raised around like Native American like members of my family or anything like that. Like, I don't know. You don't know the history as a kid. So like,
Mhm.
I love the movie, but now that I'm older and I know the history, I'm just like, ooh, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know how awful it is, like the actual history, and I completely support them on their like on the
100%.
lawsuit, like absolutely. But at the same time, it's like it's hard. I mean, like because as a kid, I love that movie.
You have emotional connections to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, D tier, he's trash.
Yeah. Where would he be now? Did we say?
Just a good old boy living in America.
Oh God, I hate that term. No, I was at
You know who I'm
Albertsons.
talking about, though, right?
No, I know exactly. I was at work the other day, and I was getting my flower delivery receipts printed, and this customer was talking about the Dukes of Hazard or something, and he was just like, oh, he's like, he's like just watching it and just the good old boys driving around in their blah 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 car, and I looked at the looked at the cashier and I was like, not the good old boys. I was like, let me get out of here real quick. I
Tells
was
you
like,
everything you need to know.
I looked at the cashier and I was like, girl, we're both brown. I need to go. We both need to go. It's like, this is not where. I was like, turn your light off. We got to go. Is that the villain? Is that the villain bottle?
What other bottle would I use tonight?
Oh my god, I haven't ordered it yet. Is it still on Amazon? Do they have it still?
I would assume.
I hope
Speaking of
so.
villains, sponsored by Jeff Bezos.
Um, Who did we say that
Who's
was?
next?
Tomatoa from Moana.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh no, I'm just saying it just for everybody.
Oh, okay.
I've been saying it for the whole time.
I don't know if he's the villain.
Okay, so that bothered me when I saw it in the list. But if you think about it, technically he is the only villain. Because Tafiti's not a villain. She's not whole. Right. So if you want to break it down, the villain would be
Maui.
Well, okay, well we all know Maui is the
Yeah.
if we're actually talking about like yes, but
Tomatoa was just minding his fucking business.
yeah, but he's greedy. Like he lives in like a world of monsters, and in every mythology the villains are always a monster. Even though like if you actually read about like the mythologies of Maui, he's probably the villain, like for sure.
I would put him as like a C tier. Because he really didn't have a plot or anything. It just kind of fell into his lap.
I think the only plot that he had was he was a monster. He knew what the heart was, but he didn't, and he knew what it looked like, and it just fell into his hands.
100%. He wasn't actively seeking it, which doesn't make him a great villain.
Right.
He was just there and it's like, thanks.
Yeah. Shiny.
I want this. Also, one of the greatest songs of Moana.
Yeah. Honestly, I could listen to that and him sing 10 times over before I would want to hear The Rock sing again.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, Allie being obsessed with that movie and hearing You're Welcome all day, every day for like months. Took a lot of strength to get through that.
I bet.
A lot. Where would he be now? Hopefully living his best crab life in the ocean somewhere.
I would hope so, but due to global warming, I don't think that's true. He's a hermit crab in a pet shop.
Probably so.
Actually, I had a hermit crab growing up, and he unalived himself in front of me.
Oh.
So, I think that was Tomatoa.
I think Jamie didn't give it water, and he dehydrated when I was on a trip. That's what happened to my hermit crab.
Mine climbed to the top of his enclosure, hung on by his claw, and then just let go, and fell to his death in front of me.
Great. That's whatever.
I still see it at night.
I'm sure. Yeah, no, I came back from my trip and went to go say hi to my hermit crab and reached in and I was like, oh, his sponge is dry. And then I was like, oh, he's dehydrated. He is also dry.
He is also dry.
And yeah, I never got
Just name him Ben Shapiro's wife.
Oh.
Speaking of villains.
Yeah, I never got a replacement hermit crab. R.I.P.
I didn't either. But I was too traumatized to get another one.
Yeah, I wanted another one. Mine had a Littlefoot shell that was for his necks when he grew, and he never got to use it. And I'll never forget that. He never got to use the Littlefoot shell.
I feel like everyone has a traumatic hermit crab story.
I think so.
They're drama queens.
They are.
Tomatoa?
Yeah. I don't know his name. I have not
King
watched.
Candy?
I've not watched Wreck-It Ralph all the way through.
So you didn't see Wreck-It Ralph 2?
Part of it. I saw it up to the Disney princesses.
Did you continue watching it after that?
No.
The Disney princesses were the heroes of Wreck-It Ralph too.
As they should be.
Without them, yeah. Uh, I think Wreck-It Ralph. I prefer Wreck-It Ralph 2 over Wreck-It Ralph 1 because of the princesses.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how they referred to Merida as she's from the other studio.
That killed me. That killed me. Have
10 out
you
of
seen the
10.
TikTokers? The she's Scottish, right?
Merida?
Yeah,
Merida's Scottish,
yeah.
yes.
The Scottish TikTokers like translate her speech
I
on
have.
TikTok.
I
I
have
love
seen
it.
that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love it. It's great. Where would you place King Candy?
D tier.
Where would he be?
Where would he be? Collecting unemployment from an out of business Radio Shack. It's
Okay.
very specific, but you
Was
know
he
what I.
just the villain because he didn't like the glitch, Vanellope, or
So the glitch was created, and he kind of like helped the glitch along and
right?
became the king and wiped everyone else's memory. Penelope was actually the queen,
Okay,
but he
okay,
was tired of being the subject.
okay. Like I said, never seen it. Um, like all the way through. I've only seen parts.
It's fantastic. You should give
I
it a
might have to watch
rewatch.
it. Yeah. Okay. Um, Doctor Facilier.
So I love him as a character. However, as a villain, C tier.
I was gonna say he's as a villain. No, creep factor though. He was definitely like ooky spooky, like
Hmm.
great. But and character wise, yes. But as a villain, no.
He didn't really have a great plot. Also, the real villain, I guess, would be his friends on the other side, who ultimately,
We're like controlling.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, where would he be now?
I could see him being a tattoo artist.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But like one where like if a woman's getting her like chest done, says that she doesn't have to cover up with anything.
Also, yeah, I can see that. Um, Mother Gothel from Tangled.
So before I would say she's like a B tier villain.
I'd probably say B. I love her. I
Mhm.
love her character. Um, but she's probably B because I don't love her as much as like Yzma.
Yeah,
Um,
she's no Yzma, but
no, but
she had a plan.
and Mother Knows Best is such a good song.
It is. I sing it to my island villagers on Animal Crossing whenever they want to leave. Don't ever ask me to leave this island again.
I could see you doing that. I'm sad I missed that on the work trip.
Haley knows best.
As you're holding the axe in your hand.
Yes, yes. I give her B tier though because, and I guess this is kind of along the lines of who did we put where they had like a similar. Oh, Cinderella's mother.
Yeah,
Eventually, the person that they were controlling was going to grow up, and they had neither of them had a plan for what they would do at that point.
exactly. Yeah.
Like you can't keep Rapunzel in the tower forever. Do you have a plan for when she wants to leave? You could have hired a ruffian
Also,
or thug to terrorize her.
also Rapunzel's getting older, and you train her to use her long ass hair to get you up the tower. Why do you think that she wouldn't use it to get down the tower?
Honestly, honestly,
Yes.
but I do
Um,
love her as a character. And up until today, I thought her name was Mother Grothel. That clouded my Google search.
No, it's Mother Gothel.
Yeah, I
Um,
figured that out.
I do like that she supported. I almost called her Tangled, Rapunzel's art passion. I do like that she would supply her with the paints and stuff.
But did she do it because she supported it and thought she was good, or did she do it because she needed her to be occupied and not want to leave?
I don't know. I feel like I think Mother Gothel had a part of her that cared enough about Rapunzel because I mean she did raise her to a point where I think she enjoyed seeing the stuff she painted because all she cared about was keeping her there. I don't think it was necessarily that she despised Rapunzel and wanted to keep her prisoner. She wanted to keep her prisoner because she knew she had the power. And but if you kind of look at it, I think you do notice the moments where she does kind of have a compassion for Rapunzel. But because I don't, she's not straight up cold to her the entire time.
See it from the other way. I think if there was a way to harness Rapunzel's power without Rapunzel being there, she would have done that. Because why
I
go through the extra
agreed,
trouble?
agreed, agreed. I do agree with that, but she figured out that she couldn't,
Yeah,
so
so
she
I
had
guess
to
she had to
raise
deal
her.
with.
And I think,
Yeah, she had to do it.
yeah, and I think
But
it's there's a point of time where you have to gain like. I mean, you could. I mean, Rapunzel was well fed. I mean,
she was. But I think if Mother Gothel found out a way to harness her power, she would have done that and then killed Rapunzel. No questions
oh no,
asked.
I mean agreed. But what I'm saying though
She
is
didn't.
she
She
figured
didn't
out that
love
she
her. She
couldn't.
just
No,
maintained
I'm not
her.
saying she loved her. I'm saying she just had a
Yeah,
compassion for her and a like inkling amount.
I disagree. But that's what makes her a great villain.
Yeah, I guess it's just you have like understanding, like
Yeah,
everybody's like perception of her. Uh, well, that is everybody on our tier list.
that's it.
That is it. Of course, there's only one in the S tier because there's only one that is the best of them all.
There's only one Mistress of Evil. None of
Exactly.
the others can compare.
Exactly. There's a reason that she's the big bad villain in Kingdom Hearts.
I haven't played that, but I 100% agree.
I don't think you would enjoy it, but yeah, she was. Yeah.
Does it involve
It's.
skill?
Huh?
Does the game involve skill, coordination?
Mm-hmm, a little
Yeah,
bit.
not for me. Not
Um,
for me.
Also, it's very long. Like a lot of reading, a
No,
lot of back and forth.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah.
Not about that life.
Not about that life, Kip. All right. Well, we are over our hour and a half. So, I mean, our
As
episodes are
always.
usually about an hour and a half, anyways.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess now it is time to go to what's coming up.
Yeah.
What we have planned.
uh, we want to do a Y2K themed podcast with a special movie involved.
Yes, and that will be set up for next week.
Yes.
I gotta order my shirts and maybe some little hair clippies or some because it has a certain look, and I need to get the items. I may have to make something for it. But
And I'm just modeling my look after my childhood photos, which are
glamour shots,
as Y2K as it gets.
absolutely, um,
As Y2K as it gets.
absolutely. So yes, that should be next week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we will get Noe's official review for the movie. He has 30
Can't
minutes left
wait.
of it, and then
We can't
he
wait.
has the other ones to watch. So keep an eye out for
He's very
that.
excited.
So he's so excited.
Also, Kat, a couple episodes back, talked about a new part of Arc that's coming out.
Gets to do DLC, and it should
Yes.
finally come out this weekend.
So she should be streaming on her channel. We'll be sure to let you know.
Yes, I've been kind of sad that I haven't streamed lately. But coming back from the trip and getting back into the rhythm of like my day to day, it was a
Mhm.
lot harder than I expected it to be. Um, but yes, hopefully I will stream soon. If it's not this weekend when the new DLC hits, it'll probably be next week. Um,
I think you said Sunday, the 12th.
if I'm off, slash, if I'm not out running errands all day.
Sunday the
Oh,
12th
wait.
is when it comes out,
Oh,
not when she's streaming.
oh, right, yes. No, I think actually I am. I think the only thing is, I don't think I have errands that day. I think it's just work. So, yeah, if I don't work, then I'll try to, maybe. Um, you froze for a second and your eyes were closed, and it looked like you were like knocked out for a second. And I was like, oh, we are past someone's bedtime.
No, no.
Um,
Yeah, so I accidentally changed my internet package. Hopefully, I haven't been too laggy.
I'll also, it probably would have helped if I was plugged into the Ethernet cable, but I forgot to get it plugged in. So I'm just
It's
running
fine.
off Wi-Fi, but I think we did okay.
It's
I
fine.
don't think it was too bad. But what else do we have coming up?
Sonic is putting out a mini brands collection.
Yes, and I'm so excited for it.
And apparently it's not just Sonic. Sonic Drive-In, the like fast food chain, is doing their own mini brands, but Mini Brands is coming out with a new collection like in the balls that you buy at the store called like
Oh,
Diner Collection, and there's going to be a Subway
yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah, I want the little restaurant with the little soda machine and
Yes.
everything. I'm
Yes.
so excited for it.
I
Um,
want all of it.
Also, I have my little TikTok, my
She
toy one,
does.
yes, and it has all the some of my videos, my recent ones. They've been doing pretty good. They had like a good amount of views, like I think about 1,000.
She's viral. She's
Okay,
viral.
let's not get crazy, but
Knick Knack Cat 333.
yes, we will probably post it on our social media somewhere, just so it's there, if in case any of y'all want to go follow it. Um,
Definitely.
yeah, so like I have.
I'm personally hounding my Sonic every day. They told me to come back in a week, but I'll probably still go every day just to make sure.
Yeah, I need to finish my backdrop for my TikTok so I can post videos because I'm out of content. And I
Uh,
have a lot of things to open.
I know, and there's one specific thing that I think you're gonna do really well with.
Which one?
Do you want me to say it on here, or do you want me to message it to you privately when we're done?
Is it the bugs?
No.
Oh!
It was a clearance find.
Okay, okay. The thing I have 3 of?
Yes.
Okay, okay, yes. I'm
I
excited.
think you have 3. I know you have multiples, and
I
y'all were
have
really excited to find them.
I have 3 of those. And then I also have very many little Ushis.
Ooshies. My Walmart didn't have Ooshies last time.
Oh
I
my
was so
god, I
sad.
was going. I every Walmart we went to this past time that we went on Walmart runs, every single one. I'm sorry, but I would totally spend like $2 on something. You know
On
what I
an
mean?
Ooshie?
I think they're like $1. They were $1 or $2.
$1.98.
Yeah, 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 $2. I'd spend that.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I love them too. They're so cute.
They are really cute. And we still haven't found Maleficent.
Cause she's in mine.
I hope.
I
I hope. I
hope.
can't
I
wait for you to
hope.
see her.
I hope. Um, I I want to go and like one of these days maybe buy like a blind bag from like box lunch or something like that, but I don't want to spend the money.
The $12.
Oh my god, or 15. I'm not about that life.
I'm not about that life either.
That's a lot for like I don't know, maybe if I don't know, it depends on how well I start doing, but right now I'm okay with my
Um,
little Walmart finds.
yeah, I did do a Disney pin unboxing. It wasn't from Box Lunch. I actually got it from Disney Store. But, and don't get me wrong, I love that pin. I got Maleficent and Jafar, two of my faves. But they're so expensive for what they are.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So it's not something I can like
There
do consistently.
there are Jurassic World mysteries that I think are only you can only get them online.
Okay.
And I want them so bad, but I don't think I could get myself to spend the money.
I feel the same way about like Tokidoki, and there was another one that I really like. They're like $14 for one, and it's like
There's
no.
some they have little blinds bag kind of things at the Japanese bookstore by my house, and I think that would be
Hmm.
kind of fun to get. Like,
Ooh, that would.
but I don't know. Sometimes they have ones I like, and sometimes they don't. So I have to kind
Yeah.
of just see. I also haven't been there in a really long time, so
Oh, I've got a hair.
I've been
And I
feeling like
can't
that
find
this
it.
whole time.
Oh, the next time you see me, I'll have different hair.
Darker, shorter, brighter. Who knows? Just
A
wait and see. I was
surprise!
gonna say I got different hair now. It's Haley starting to get different hair.
Yes. The last time I was there, they were trying to talk me into doing like colors again, but I kind of want to maybe like,
Sorry, I keep noticing a spot on my bangs that I think I need to trim.
yeah, Cat's bangs look fantastic. I think I'm just gonna maybe like do a balayage and just try to like blend my roots in so that like when they grow out more, I don't have to immediately go back because right now it's like, bam, root.
Yeah,
I
no,
want
I
something
understand
that
that.
isn't as drastic.
Yeah. Um, I keep thinking that I want to put cut mine a little bit shorter because it's like it's here
Yeah.
and I like the length, but I don't know if I want more layers in it or if I want it to go a little shorter with a few more layers.
I'm not gonna go shorter. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. But
Yeah, because
I want them to fix my layers because they kind of fucked my layer up.
see, I
I have that
just
one like choppy side.
see. There's a part of me that wants to cut mine to like here
Mhm.
and then layer it, but that's a lot more, and
That is a lot more.
I already cut off like 3 inches when I did
She
this,
did. Her hair was so long.
and now I'm just like, do I want to go through all that again? But
The too much gene comes out when you're like cutting and then you're cutting and then you're cutting and it's like
yeah,
it gets short.
if I keep this, I really like this cut, so I think I probably would keep this cut, but I probably would just let it grow, but keep the
Mhm.
style. You know what I mean? And just because I really like the layers in it.
It fits your like face frame so well.
Yeah. Um, my bangs aren't really styled that well today because they wanted to be a little bitch, but
That's why I don't have bangs because I don't know how to do hair. So
yeah,
I don't think I could ever get them to cooperate.
I think I'm gonna let like they're gonna grow before I'll probably trim them. I'm probably gonna let them grow out a bit because I want to shift. I think I want to shift how deep of a part there are for them.
Mhm.
I think I want to bring my part up a little bit.
Bring it up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because I want my bangs to be a little bit thinner than they are. This isn't bad because I have gone thicker before
Mhm.
than this. Like when I had that like bang part for like way back here on my bangs, and I looked like I had a
We all had
helmet.
the same bangs.
Oh my god, it was awful. But yeah, I think I'm gonna let these kind of grow out a bit before I do anything more with my bangs. I think I like them. It's just I let them air dry after my shower, and I think it's the way they
Can't do
dry.
that with bangs.
Yeah,
You
and
can't do
it's
that with bangs.
and we'll see at work. It's also how I wear them. I pull them. I have a headband and I pull them back because I get too hot.
Mhm.
And I think it's just they don't want to be trained. So
Can't be tamed.
honestly, honestly, wow. I think we covered everything for what's coming up, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is
Sign
all we
off.
have. Yeah, I guess that's all we have for y'all tonight. Um, thanks for
It was
watching.
a fun episode. Make the mistress of evil proud.
Yes.
Be gay, do evil.
What? What
Be
did-
gay, do evil. That's like
and
a trend going around on TikTok.
I love it. It is Pride Month. Um, well, thanks for watching. And we will see you next time.
Yeah, see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.